In case you missed it, back in January we got engaged, threw a party, and then packed up our lives into storage to fly overseas. We flew to South Africa and then eventually to Montevideo, where we settled down. Now it's time to get married. Hey everyone, welcome back to another vlog. I wanted to first start out by saying sorry about last week. In case you didn't see the live stream, we clearly did not get a regular video up, so I did decide to just do a live stream. But as I mentioned last week, Alejandro has been super sick. Finally he's feeling better, thank goodness, but he was super sick the last week. And then on top of that, we've also been planning for tomorrow, which is our wedding. Now again, I explained more about this in the live chat, so if you want to know more about anything I'm talking about briefly today, then go check that out. But today I just wanted to sit down and film a little update, because while I have been filming these last 2 weeks, I've been filming lots of little snippets. They're kind of to compile into one bigger video. So when it comes to the wedding vlog, I wanted it to be a whole process from start to finish, so you'll be able to see that either next week or the one after, I'm not sure. But yeah, so tomorrow is the big day. We're officially getting married, legally at least. So just going to the registry office, so it's nothing crazy because obviously our families can't all be here. Alejandro's extended family do live here, but the rest of his family, like his mum and his dad and his sister and her sister's boyfriend and things like that, everyone, the closest people, unfortunately, don't live here. It's just his extended family. So, and then all of my family and friends are back in Adelaide, South Australia, or I have one uncle and one cousin living in Sydney. So no one this half of the world. Now, while I have been filming that other video that kind of talks about the process of organizing everything, today I just wanted to kind of run through some physical prep stuff, because if you can't tell from last week, I have had a very highly needed hair revamp. So I got my hair done yesterday just at a place locally. It's a few blocks from here called again, Sensations Hair. Lovely people. The guy who owns it actually does speak a little bit of English, so that worked out to be great. But I went there and Alejandro came with me because we didn't know that anyone there would be able to speak English, so he committed the true champ to sit there with me for 3 hours while they fix the bleach in the ends, tone down the yellow, fix my roots, just stretch the color back out. I'll quickly flash to a clip of what my hair looked like before. Okay, so we're about to head out, and I just wanted to show you what my hair looks like before I went to get it done. So while it doesn't look that crazy different just looking at me, if you do the before and the after, there is a huge difference. So it was much needed and really didn't even turn out to be that expensive. Alejandro, while we were there, ended up getting his own hair done, so you can see that next week in the wedding vlog. You'll be able to see his new hairdo. But in total, for dyeing my hair, so the full balayage in the bottoms, and then dyeing the roots and then cutting his hair as well, it came to 110, 120 US dollars, which is nothing. I've paid 200 Australian dollars before, 200 to 300 before in Australia to get a cut and color just for myself. So honestly, a bargain. Some pants to wear, because I figured if I'm not gonna be wearing a dress, then I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more businessy. Again, I don't know anything about weddings here, I've seen a few photos of people who go to the registry office to get married, and it seems pretty low-key, so I didn't want to show up in anything too crazy. But I also do want to still look like myself and not be disappointed that I didn't dress up more. So yeah, that is what I ended up going with. If I'd found a cute flowy simple dress, I would have got that, but the closest one I could find was actually a Free People dress, but it was technically a nightie and it did look a little bit too much like pajamas to get away with. So we let that one go, and I've gone with this outfit that again you will see in next week's video. But next time when we do the full ceremony, so hopefully end of next year when we do the full ceremony, I will have like a big old wedding dress, and we'll do the full shebang. We'll do invites and seating arrangements and flowers and bridesmaids and groomsmen and all that. So this is just stage one. It's going to be very small, very intimate, and that is fine. If you can see behind me, we've actually had a few deliveries of flowers. These ones arrived from my parents 2 days ago, all my parents and my sisters and their boyfriends or husbands, and from my whole family basically. And then the little white roses back here sitting behind me, they came in a box, so I've just kind of like stood them up in a glass. And we also got some 𝒎𝒊𝒄 and wine glasses that came with like some little mini wine bottles, but I put the actual bottles into the fridge because, you know, champagne is best cold. But at the moment our fridge is probably 40% champagne, because we did buy a few bottles to bring with us tomorrow, because after the ceremony we're going to Alejandro's aunt's house, or aunt and uncle's house, and they're doing a little celebration there. So we just wanted to, you know, not show up empty-handed to our own party. That seemed a little bit rude, but yes, that is the plan for tomorrow. But I'm not gonna lie, when my flowers arrived on Tuesday, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know they were sending anything, and they obviously had to like do it through online, like you order them and then someone locally delivers it. But when I realized who they were from and read the card, I just started bawling my eyes out. For probably a solid 5 to 10 minutes, I was just like, it just finally hit me that for such a big moment in my life, none of the people that I'm closest with can be here, and that really sucks. And I've been messaging my mom a little bit. Like earlier in the week, she was asking if I found an outfit yet and if we'd sorted out all the, like, the details and blah blah this, and I was like, no, not yet. And she kind of mentioned it was just like a little thing, but she was like, oh, I wish I could be there to like help you out. And I was like, yeah, like that would be so nice. So I didn't want to come on here. So I didn't want to come on here and just like start crying again for this video. So I'm going to try and hold it together. But I would say that I'm a very independent person. I have never really been, I mean, not that I've not been attached to my family, but I've been very independent my whole life. My mom tells a story of me being like a little toddler and refusing to let anyone help me with my shoes, because back then they didn't have like Velcro on shoes, they were laces, and I was like, no, I am gonna do it myself. And I sat there for probably like half an hour while my mum wanted to leave the house, and just like pressed on through until I figured out how to do it myself. And then there's my grandpa. His favorite story of me was, like, I think I was, again, probably about the same age, like 2 or 3. I was like tiny, like a little toddler, and they were setting up the Christmas tree, and I was trying to figure out how to hang a decoration on the tree, and I wouldn't let anyone help me. And he was like so impressed that I persevered and like got it done by myself. So 1, that's stubbornness, but 2, independence. And I've lived with my parents my whole life. I mean, not so much last year because I was in my final year of studying, and if you've been watching my channel throughout that time, you'll know I moved around a lot, but that's because I went on placements for university. I was away in 𝒎𝒊𝒄, which was still in the same state as my hometown, but 2 hours away. So I was there for 7 weeks, and then I went to Tasmania, so a whole different state, for 10 weeks. So that was, yeah, that was a big change. But otherwise, I've lived with my parents forever until we left at the start of the year to move here. And I didn't think I would miss everyone so much. So I think it's, 1, a combination of just getting married, and this is a big moment in my life, and wishing that they could be here with me. But then 2, with Corona on top of that, just knowing that I can't go home anytime soon really just like twist that knife a little bit further. And my mum even tried to send me like a card for my wedding, and they you can't even post something from Australia to here. And I knew that I couldn't post anything from here, from Uruguay, back to Australia, because I've been trying to send my little sister a birthday present since April, and no luck. So the postal system is just not going from here to there at the moment, because I'm assuming because of all the countries we'd have to go to on the way. But knowing that I can't even send a card home, or they can't send any cards to me, is just like, again, it's just one extra little thing that just really makes it addicting. But and then on top of all that, my older sister, she is pregnant now with baby number 2, and my niece is growing bigger and bigger every day, and I'm missing out on all of that. And my best friend is also pregnant. She found out she was pregnant a little bit earlier on than my sister, but she's due in a few months, I think in the start of November, and keeps asking me when I'm gonna come home and when I'm gonna come and visit, and I've been trying my hardest looking at flights, but either the flights don't exist, or then I'll finally find a flight and it'll be like $6,000 return, or up to $8,000 now, which is just like absolutely insane. But again, just there's no real flights going, and if there is a flight, then there's like, I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to leave again, because you have to apply to even enter Australia and with visas, and it's just doing my head in. But I so badly wanted, like when she told me she was pregnant, the plan was I'd visit home. I wanted to throw her like baby shower, plan that all, do a little maternity photo shoot, and just be there with her through this, and or you know, be able to have her come and be here with me. Like I'm hoping they'll be able to come to the actual like ceremony next year. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at this week. I just wanted to make this video as a little update, just to kind of say like, hey, I am feeling pretty homesick, and I didn't think I would be. I know Alejandro's missing his family as well. As I mentioned briefly, like his extended family are all here in Uruguay, at least on his mum's side. I think his dad's side of the family is a little bit smaller, and they are still, like, he does still have some family in South Africa, but not nearly as many. Just his parents are there, and then his sister is in the States at the moment. I think she's in New York, or she's either there or in Mexico. But yeah, so the closest people to him are not here either. But the way he tried to explain it to me before is it's not that he doesn't miss them, it's just that he's more used to missing them, because him and his family have lived apart for years now. They've all been all over the world, so it's not really anything new. Like he was living in Australia for 5 years before we came here, so it's not really, while he misses them and wishes they could be here, it's not new to be missing them, if that makes sense. Whereas I'm just not used to missing my family. So shout out to any of my friends and family if you're watching this. Just know that even though I don't say it very often, I really do love you all and miss you a whole freaking lot, which is what I am realizing being here. That's kind of the funny thing, like Alejandro's family, while they might not be physically together very often, they're very good at telling each other they love each other. Whereas my family is very, like, we're very close, but we're not very touchy-feely, and that's just how it's always been. So yeah, we're both kind of feeling it at the moment, but I'm still excited. I'm trying to just make the most of it, and I wish I'd been able to take more time this week to practice my Spanish, because it's gonna suck being at my own party tomorrow and not really being able to talk to anyone like meaningfully. Like I can answer really simple questions, but other than that, and then people try to talk too fast, and like by the time I'm just trying to answer, like by the time in my head I've just thought of an answer to their first sentence, then they've said like 4 other sentences in the meantime, and I'm just like completely lost. So yeah, I'm feeling it right now. The emotions are high, not to mention the fact that I got attacked by a dog on the beach today. Completely irrelevant, but I was planning on getting my nails done, or at the very least sticking on some press-on nails. So now I think I'm going to have to, because it's also on my ring hand. But Nacho went up to this other dog, and I don't know who started it. It honestly might have been Nacho, but I've got like cuts all over it's mostly my thumb. And I do know that you should never put your hand down when 2 dogs are fighting, but I wasn't trying to separate them so much as I was just trying to grab my dog, grab Nacho, pick him up and take him like out of the situation, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And it was just, yes, I was again bawling my eyes out this morning. It was just like the shock of everything, and just, it's been an emotional week. So if you want to know more about that, please don't tell me down in the comments what I should have done, because I don't want to hear it. It's just been, it has been a wild ride. So what I was gonna say is, this is of course my ring hand. So when I go and put my rings back on, this is the hand. So I'm thinking I'm gonna still try and put my press-on nails over the top because this just does not look cute in the pictures. But the wedding is on, everything is sorted. And if you just stick with us these next 2 weeks, we'll be back to regularly scheduled uploads soon. I know even this video is a day late, or maybe even 2 days late. By the time you're seeing this, I might actually be getting ready for the wedding. So I will be posting that vlog either next week or the week after. But starting, I think on Monday, we're heading away for 2 weeks, maybe longer, down to 𝒤𝒊𝒍𝒆𝒅, because our bathroom is getting renovated and we just decided that it was perfect timing to do it right after the wedding. We'd go away, have a little mini vacation, but our accommodation is a family friend's place and they don't have any Wi-Fi. So am I going to be able to upload on schedule? I don't know. Am I going to be wanting to edit? I don't know. We'll see. I honestly enjoy editing, so I probably will still try and get something up for you, but if it's a little bit late, then I'm sorry. And if I don't reply to your comments as quickly as usual, then I apologize. But if you just can stick around for another 2 weeks, then everything will be back to normal. And by then we'll be posting more like travel videos again and more out and about. I have so many ideas and vlogs that I want to post in the future, but we just had to kind of get through this month first and sort out all the legal stuff and then get back to the fun. So thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up, just to let me know that you did enjoy it and that you're excited for the content to come. And of course, subscribe to our channel. The vlog channel is actually growing. We just hit 200 subscribers, which is still small compared to what I'm used to on my regular channel, but I would much rather have 200 dedicated fans who actually are interested in my videos than have, like, I think I have what, 43,000 on my channel, but then when I post a video it might only get a few hundred views anyway, so it's kind of like, I'd rather post something meaningful than just get a whole bunch of likes. So hope you have enjoyed today's little update. We'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have my partner back with me, but he's taking a nap at the moment just to try and prepare for tomorrow. He did go out last night with some of his friends, had a few drinks, and then got woken up this morning at 8 o'clock with our flower delivery. So it's been an eventful few days, but thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time, hopefully next Wednesday, with a brand new video. Love you guys.
Shouldn't be your location, like, so focus on communicating, 'cause I just need